Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to go through all of my favourites this month. So November was a massive month for beauty. Not only did we get all of the holiday launches, they're crazy. I'm currently sitting in a little corner surrounded by boxes and just packages, and I don't know what I'm going to do and how I'm going to sort all this out. Later this week I will be filming my holiday sort of gift recommendations. So all of that stuff dropped this month. So much stuff, like so much stuff. And in addition to that, there were also just a lot of regular launches that came out this month as well. It just seems like there's so much new stuff every single month. So in this video, I'm going to go through and talk about my favourite items of the month. The majority of them are beauty items, although there's one also kind of homely kind of item. And then I will talk to you about one of the events that I went to this month, or the event that I went to this month, as well as then show you some of the products that I finished. So without further ado, here are my favourites. So I'll start off with something that I can show you very easily. It's my nails. Now I've switched over. I did always used to have overlays, so like acrylic overlays on my natural nails. So my nails were generally, they would grow nice and long, but I'd always get one that breaks and then they all look just horrible. So I got them covered in acrylic and then painted or gel or whatever I wanted. I was happy with that, but I decided to go for something a little bit different. So we cut them all down and we've started afresh with S&S. So this is my second foray into S&S. The first lot that I got done, I actually went to a different place than my nail lady, and I wasn't really happy because they were really thick, and as they grew out a little bit, there were kind of rough edges around the cuticle, and so they lasted for about 2 weeks before I just got sick of that. I went to my regular nail lady and I told her what I had done, and she was really happy with that. She thought it was a really good option for me because I do have quite good nails, and I went with some really understated, really classy and minimal gold glitter. So I've been enjoying this. I like the fact that they're looking a little bit more natural. I still would like a little bit more length, but you know, we just have to work with what we've got at the moment. So hopefully they grow out a little bit more, and I'll continue getting the S&S. On to my next favourite. One of my favourite things in the world are candles, and there's always this like fight in my house because my husband is really sensitive to smell, and so if I have candles that are far too I guess the word is dense, like if the scent is far too strong or dense, he really complains about that. We came to a really happy medium this month and I've absolutely finished it. I'm so devastated. I'm going to have to pick up another one of these. Circa Home actually sent me a whole bunch of candles. This one here is the 1961 Jasmine and Magnolia. I think this one is my favourite. It's very, very floral. It's got that white floral scent. Just it burnt right down to the wick there. I've got a few more that I'm trying from them at the moment. I think they're the holiday ones. I just think lighting a candle just adds something to your home. Add that to the fact that we've got a cat indoors, and so she's a little funky sometimes. So burning a candle sometimes helps to mask pet odours in the home. My one skincare item this month has been from For Beloved One. This is I think it's a Japanese company. I actually don't know that much about it. I've only just started using this serum, but it's like so, I don't want to squirt everywhere, but it's so, like it's clear and liquidy, but it's just so easily absorbed, and it feels so nice on the skin. It actually feels like you're rubbing like, almost like pure aloe vera on your skin, except it doesn't smell like aloe vera. It's just got this really slippy feel, and your skin just feels instantly so hydrated. I've been using this one in the morning and at night time, and it's really helped because earlier this month I had the flu and it took a really long time to get over it, but my skin, it's still sort of suffering from the dryness that happens when you get sick. So this one really has helped me. It's helped to keep my nose and my lips, where you get tissue rash and stuff, a little bit more moist and supple than if I wasn't using it. So this one is, I'm just loving it. I know that this brand does a whole bunch of different skincare, from masks and moisturizers, but this so far has been my favourite item from this brand. This brand launched in Priceline. I was really lucky to be sent a bunch of the products, and I guess this is probably my sort of most favorite item from the brand. And funny, because before I opened it up, I thought it would be far too dark for me. So this is the Sculpt and Glow palette, and it contains 3 powders. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but I've used them quite a lot. I think I've actually used them probably almost every day this month. The only criticism I have is that the pans have started to go a little bit funny, a little bit crusty. So I'm going to try my sticky tape hack. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link it down below to see if I can get this looking a little bit better. But it's just perfect. Now, I'm not the most tan person. I guess I'm a light sort of skin tone, and this is in the medium to tan. It still works really well for me. So there's 3 really nice powders there. They all work really well on my skin, and there's really nothing else I can say other than I've really been impressed with this. When I wasn't using that highlighter, it looked nice on, but it was sometimes a little grey on my skin. So the highlighter that I actually preferred, and you will know already what this is because I just spammed you this month with it on Instagram, but it was the Lilac Geode highlighter from Becca. So this is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in this limited edition shade. Now this fulfilled so many of my needs and wants. So this is what I had hoped Prismatic Amethyst was going to be, but Prismatic Amethyst ended up being a little, not quite chalky, but because it was so pale, it just didn't look that great on me. And this one here, oh my gosh. I'm not sure if you're seeing that shift in the pan, but on the skin, it's just the most beautiful pinky purple shade, which then kind of leans toward this beautiful gold. So it's got a shift in it. It's a duochrome. It's just stunning, and I've worn it so much this month. I'm a little bit afraid it's starting to wear down on the pattern there. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might need a backup just for photographic purposes, but I'm absolutely in love with this one. This one I think has just arrived at Sephora Australia. I picked this up from Cult Beauty 2 months ago, but it's just, you will not regret this purchase. This is just about ready for my empties because there's not a lot left in here. I have almost, oh there we go, I've exclusively used the Clarins Hand and Nail Treatment Cream this month. It is in the scent Grapefruit Leaf, and it's just delightful. It's really like citrusy and fruity and everything that I love about a scented product. And it's also just a really nice hand cream. So I've got 2 more from this range. It came as a limited edition set of 3 from Clarins. But I think you can pick up these scents just as general, like full-size products. These are minis, but just such a really nice hand cream. Early this month, late last month, I'm not sure what it was, but the Mecca Beauty Loop boxes came out. And because it was during the 20th birthday celebration of Mecca, how enormous was that, by the way? Each level 3 beauty box came with some full-size products, and one of those was the Lit From Within Illuminating Drops by Mecca Cosmetica. And this is just a really, I love that it's a pump pack. It's just a really pretty illuminating fluid, quite similar to, you know, those other ones you've seen, let's say like the Cover FX, except this is a little bit more, it's got more slip to it. It's more like, I think it's a lot more usable. So it's not quite as shimmery, but it's a lot more usable, a lot more wearable. Now what I've been doing with this, because it has been warming up, I've tried not to use too many cream products, or layer too many cream products, but I have been mixing this in with my foundation, and it just gives a lovely glow that even though after you powder it, it still shows through a little bit. And as the day progresses, that dewiness comes back to the skin. So this one is in the shade, I'm not sure. I don't think there is a shade. It just says Illuminating Drops Lit From Within. But yeah, a really nice product if you're after something like this, an illuminating product. There were 2 mascaras that seriously impressed me this month. One was sort of towards the beginning of the month, and one was sort of in more recent times. So the first one that I fell in love with this month is the White Night Mascara from Pony Cosmetics. I really haven't tried much from this brand at all, but I thought I would give this one a go. It's one of those ones where the brush is like convertible. So what you do is, for volume, you use the 2 brushes together. For length, you pull this one out, and it actually cleans the brush off. I actually don't bother using the white brush by itself. I think I just like the black, like the, I like it. Let me try again. I don't really separate them. I just use it as one, even though it's just really remarkable. Even though this brush, there's nothing really revolutionary about this brush at all. It's a very standard old-fashioned mascara brush, but there's something to be said for the classics, because this really has helped to open up my eyes and really, like, I have very straight short lashes, and this has really helped to lengthen my lashes. So this one, very, very impressed with that. I now want to try a whole bunch more from Pony. And the second mascara that I loved, or still love, is the Mega Volume Mist Baby Roll from L'Oreal. So I picked this up from Big W 2.5 weeks ago. By the way, when did mascaras, like drugstore L'Oreal mascaras, become like $22, $23? Anyway, this one does have a really strange brush. It's just like a loopy loop brush, and you roll the wand over your lashes and it really like lifts them up. I feel like, I'm going to call it, I feel like this is a dupe for roller lash, not so much in the brush, but in terms of the effect that it gives. So if you really love roller lash but want something slightly cheaper, you might want to check this one out. So this month I had the opportunity to do a few friends' makeup, and I pulled out a palette when I was doing that. I pulled this out, and I did some really pretty soft peachy looks on my friends, and then because I was so impressed with how it looked on their eyes, I actually pulled it out to use it on myself again. And I actually just remembered that I really, really liked this palette. And it was something that at the time I purchased because I really liked the browns. But I used a bit of purple, I used some of the peachy tones, and I really, really have a new sort of found appreciation for this one. So I'm not sure if you can still pick this one up. If you do manage to get your hands on this one or manage to see it in store, give it like a look, because I just think, I don't know, I think I underestimated it, and now I really have appreciation for it. By the way, oh my gosh, I so want the peach, the matte peach palette. Do you know what I'm talking about? The one that was only released, I think it was in Ulta overseas. So I really want that, the peach mattes. I can't remember what it's called. I've been looking at it for weeks. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, but I'm really keen to get my hands on that one because that looks beautiful. Seriously, so hot in here. I'm melting. Another palette, this one's kind of, I've had it in my collection for quite a while, but I really only picked it up this month for the first time. It's a Tarte palette. It is the Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. So what I use it for more than anything else are the eyeshadows, but I just feel like you can use any of these shades anywhere on your face. So what this contains is 3 face powders, 3 eye bases, and then 6 shadows, and they smell a lot like the Tartelette shadows. They've got that vanilla-y scent, which makes me feel like that's the formula. So it's just all of the eyeshadows are all matte. So this is one that I would, like, it's just a really great basics palette that I would use alongside another, like maybe shimmer palette or a more colourful palette to create a whole bunch of looks. But like I said, I would have loved to have seen that one of those face shades was actually a blush, and then I would have felt really good about taking this away with me. Alright, let's quickly, very quickly, go through some of the items that I finished this month. I absolutely love the shower sauce from Zoella. It's this really beautiful, like, citrusy body wash. This one, and also there was a creamy one. I like this one better than the creamy one, and my husband ended up using it as well. This is available, or should be available, from Target. Of course, I finished another Fix Plus spray. Every, like, 2 months I tend to finish one. I also finished a all-nighter spray, and I use a Tarte Shape Tape to the very end. If you are coming to the end of your Shape Tape, make sure that you remove the stopper inside. There's actually a little bit left in there. Make sure that you remove the stopper inside so that you can really scrape out the majority of this. What I might do is, yeah, put this up and use that last little drop. The other things that I ended up using, which I'm not showing you, are there's some face masks and some shampoo and conditioner that I use. Nothing remarkable about those products. And finally, for some reason we're doing this at the end, I headed out to the Christmas collection launch from the Body Shop last week. Hands down, one of the most fun events that I've ever been to. It was all like carnival theme, and there was like a little kissing booth with a sausage dog, and there was a spin the wheel, and it was just so much fun. I really think that you should check out the Body Shop collections, the Christmas collections. It's all about giving back this year, and they have partnered with a charity which is associated with helping Syrian refugees. So if you are thinking about buying something for a loved one, and I'm going to show you a whole bunch of those products in my Christmas gift guide. But if you're thinking about buying something that you obviously you want to give to your friends and family, but also give back to people in need, then the Body Shop is a great option. It was such a fun night, so fun to catch up with some of my girlfriends, and that's all I want to say. Alright, and so that wraps up the entire month. I don't know if I'm going to do a monthly favourites next month, simply because it's the last month of the year, and I might just do a 2017 wrap up, which sounds, it's just mind-blowing. Okay, so as usual, thank you so much for coming and spending a little time with me in my little corner of the internet. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe and give a thumbs up to this video. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.